for homicide detectives. The clock starts ticking the moment they are called. Their chance of solving a murder is cut in half if they don't get a lead within the first 48 hours.
I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. You will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my daughters safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Sitting in that room, hear the interrogator's voice. They asking why I do it. I tell them I had no choice. Couldn't take a threat or a risk to my family, so throw the book at me. I take them charges happily. Ain't no need for no polygraph, so forensics. I put that fucker in a body bag, I'll admit it. Fuck a sentence or the jury that will convict me. They don't understand, it's my family, they represent me. So for them, I risk my freedom, roll the dice. I ain't got much more for you crackers, go ahead and give me life. You don't know what it's like for the people that you love. They ain't there to get salutes, they ain't there to give you hugs. The same that done pulled me from the dirt and from the mud is gone because of who? Y'all rather shed your blood. My brother's kids like my other kids. If you touch them, fuck around, get another bid, plus 10. Put me in the Supermax, I get super jacked, working out every day, canteen super stack, cool with that. Long as it mean my daughter's safe, my brother's winning, that's a chance I take. Still my fate. I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. I got wives that done gave they all to stand beside me. Kids that can't see me fall, look at me proudly. Respected by men with honor up on their names. You harm one of them, I promise that you'll see pain. I'm one West train, made an oath to uphold it. Stood with my back against the wall, never folded. Grew up in the city where the love ain't brotherly. I ain't had too many friends, I ain't need the company. I'm my father's son, so I'm cool, just don't fuck with me. I say that you my homie, you're my brother, then you stuck with me. Never turn my back on mine, it's to the dirt. You cross them across that line, I end you first. What only make it worse is loyalty hard to find. Never think cause you out of sight, you out of mind. And I don't mind dying now, cause reincarnation got me coming back. Same scars in my heart aching. Be parlaying with killers from all places. Every last one of them for me a broad day shit. So what you think, I won't do it for them? Once they let me out the cell, shit, I do it again. It's for the family. I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my people safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48.
We the Israelite school, the Universal Practical Knowledge started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. We do not affiliate with any other Israelite group. I just got to laugh when I say that, because I mean, there's so many, we do not affiliate with any other Israelite group or Christian organization. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible, so-called Black Latinos, Native Americans, the true ethnic Jews of the Bible, Israelites. Knowing that, we got to know that the white man, the devil, the Bible speaks class about our culture, you know what I'm saying? This our masculinity has faded away today. You know what I mean? It's fading even more, it's by design of our oppressor, you know what I'm saying? Because if he can keep the most resistant people, weak, then his reign episode go on. You know what I mean? Slock, so you got something?
Like, if I could, there's a comment online.
Good.
There's a comment from Lamar. Says, hate this nasty rap music. There's nothing for our people. Just teach the Bible. That's what the Lord wants, not no gangster rap. You call yourself the 100% truth? If I could.
You need to ask.
Nah. I'm just gonna read a couple lyrics from a song from David. You know what I'm saying? The Psalms 83. And if you didn't know, David was a lyricist, and he played music, and the Psalms, the whole book of Psalms is a bunch of songs.
Yeah, so like I said, Lamar, this is for you. This is King David spitting bars.
Right. And all right, I'm gonna start from Psalms 83, and then I'm gonna start from verse 13. It says, "Oh, my power, make them like a wheel as a stubble before the wind, and as a fire burneth the wood, and as a flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest." Man, he's begging the Most High.
Right.
He's spitting fire. He's begging the Most High to punish these stinking, dirty heathens.
Like my man, as we do every day.
Right.
I pray for the Lord to come down, judgment on this place and aid the streets of America without oppression.
Right. So persecute them with thy tempest and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever, and let them be put to shame and perish.
Right.
That sounds like gangster rap right there.
If I can follow right on up, give me the book of Psalms 137. Yeah, book of Psalms 137. Drop down to the last verse of that. If we want to hear bars, you know what I mean? Lamar, this for you. These are bars from the Most High. You say, and you talking about some just teach the Bible with you. First of all, you don't give no orders in here. You ain't in the I.S.U.P.K. You don't outrate nobody in here. Trooper in the truth. This is the truth. Yes, the 100% truth. Outranks you. You give no orders in here. What you should do is sit back and listen and come in class yourself. And maybe you might learn the real spirit of the Lord, which is what we're teaching and rapping about. You see what I'm saying? You got the bars?
Con, sir.
Tell me that.
Psalms 137. You want to go to 8 or 9?
The last one, but you go start at 8. You start at 8.
Verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy he shall be that rewarded thee, as thou hast served us.
He's talking. Gotcha. All right, the two bars. Nah, only one. Both on. One on. Just one second. Read that over again. Read that over again.
Psalms 137, verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee, as thou hast served us.
Keep going.
Verse 9. Happy shall he be that taketh and dashed out little ones against the stones.
It did do what? That take it in what?
Dash thy little ones against the stones.
Oh, you would never hear the Christian church read this. This is words from David. You know who we getting into it. See, this is the whole. I'm glad you said that. This is the whole point of the class. We done got so soft. You know, you probably rather hear gospel music. You see what I'm saying? Which is not the spirit of the Lord. Us laying down and praying for peace. Christ said the kingdom's coming when you hear the diverse earthquakes in diverse places and rumors of war. So why would you want peace in this kingdom? You like this kingdom? You see what I'm saying? I'm waiting for the Lord's kingdom. And Christ said the Lord's kingdom is when you hear rumors of war. I pray for war.
Right.
That's the spirit you're supposed to have. You see what I'm saying? That's what we talking about today, man. We Israelites, our culture, listening to these heathens acting like these heathens, we become soft.
Right.
We think, oh, you're not supposed to talk like that. You want to know what corrupt communication is in the Bible? That's telling somebody they can eat pork. You know what I'm saying? What you be having on the end of your fork? You eat pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster, and tell people, oh, you know, you should cook it this way.
Right.
Or you should put a little bit of that. Yeah, that's corrupt communication. You see what I'm saying? You up there singing all them R&B songs, talking about this, that, and the third. I want your girl and all that. I'm pretty sure you cranked them. Yeah. Yeah, that's corrupt communication. You see what I'm saying? Us rapping about destroying our enemies and taking them over in verse 48 form. You know what I'm saying? Verse 48. We need to find out who did it in the first 48 and go get them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's the spirit of the Lord. That's happy shall be that take their little ones and dash them upon the stones. What you got to say about that? You see what I'm saying? That's in the Bible. Yeah, we teach the Bible. You already know we teach the Bible. Why you ain't disagree with that part? And yes, we are the 100% truth. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take the 100% truth and cut fake Israelites all day and Christians all day.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When they kind of come up with that soft spirit. You know what I mean? Let's start it off. Give me the book of Exodus 15:3. It's always gonna be Lamar's coming in the room. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get a little attention. That's what y'all want is attention. You know what I'm saying? Gonna come in our class and tell us what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's like he got some type of authority in him.
And Kirk Franklin. When I think about Kirk Franklin,
Right. He want to hit Kirk Franklin. I guarantee you we was cranking Kirk Franklin.
Oh yeah.
And what's the band? We are down and we get up. What? Come on, man. Come on, that's what you want to hear?
Right.
Exposing yourself, Lamar. Next time, listen to the words and what it's really saying. We talking about our enemies. The Bible says we have enemies. Never trust them. And yet, you know, say defend yourself. You got that? Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
The man of what?
War.
Oh. It's too violent. It's too violent.
Man of war.
Is that too violent to read? Oh, Lamar. Is that too violent to read? Read it one more time.
The Lord is a man of war.
The Lord is a man of war. Ain't nothing too violent when it comes to serving the Lord. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, the Lord, we got to follow what the Lord said. He didn't say go out and mass murder everybody and take arms. You know what I'm saying? Our war is not carnal. Our war is spiritual. We need to fall away from these people, but you can defend yourself. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You can defend it. The Lord is a man of war. He don't want you sitting back. And we getting all that. We getting all that. Keep going. Y'all heard you said the Lord is a man of war. Give me John 14:6. John 14:6. You know, because Christ is just like the Lord. You know what I'm saying? He even said it in so many ways. 14:6. Go ahead.
John chapter 14, verse 6. Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man come unto the Father but by me.
Right. You got to be like Christ. You know what I'm saying? You gotta follow what Christ did. You see what I'm saying? And he was sitting there talking to the disciples because they've been with him so long, and they still really just didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? He's always telling them, like, how long I got this? How long must I keep telling y'all? I'll be here forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then he's telling me no man can come to the Father except through me. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like Christ.
Right.
Keep going. Verse 7.
Verse 7. If ye had known me, ye should have known my Father also. And from henceforth, ye know me, ye know him, and have seen him.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't doing what Christ doing, the Lord is not sitting there talking to you. You ain't seen the Lord. The Lord ain't sitting there talking to you. The Lord was talking to you. He tell you stop smoking cigarettes. He tell you you're being soft. You see what I'm saying? And soft is not the way we get this kingdom back. Because if you're soft, you're going to fall for everything. You're going to be deceived by everything that this world has to offer. If you can't fight within yourself, you're soft. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you got to be like Christ. Christ said, man, if you seen me, you seen the Father. You acting like Christ, then you might be, you just might, Lord allow. You know what I'm saying? You might be in the kingdom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You done with that verse?
Con.
Give me John 2:13. We're going to read down to 16. You know what I'm saying? Christ wasn't soft. Lord is a man of war. Christ said, you see me, you see the Father. You know what I'm saying? Christ wasn't soft. You know what I'm saying? We're about to see it right here. Got that?
Con, sir. John chapter 2, verse 13. And the Jews' Passover was at hand.
And this is during the Passover. Christ celebrated the Passover, not Christmas, Easter. None of that. You'll find that where it says Easter, if you read that chapter right there, he was telling Peter to prepare the sheep, you know what I'm saying, the lamb for the Passover. That's what it meant, the Passover, not Easter. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And Jesus went up to Jerusalem, 14, and found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves, and the changers of the money sitting.
Right. So when Christ came in the temple, he's seeing all types of merchants in there. You know what I'm saying? They sitting in there, the changes of money, you know what I'm saying? Like people coming from all around, from all different places, because it's the Passover once again. You know, we all obligated to be there. Right. Shalom says. So when Christ got there, you know what I'm saying? He's seeing everybody, all the merchants in there changing money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it said it yet. Did it say it? Keep going.
Verse 15. And when he had made a scourge of small.
It said it already. But you know what I'm saying? The changes of money, they were sitting in there, they were winging people, they was gaffling people, they was getting people, you know, like let's say like an old-fashioned way of doing it. Like you giving people their weight, you paying them by the weight of whatever they have, right?
Right.
But the whole time you got stones, you know, in the inside compartment on the weight, so that when you put the weight down, it don't weigh as much as it should weigh when you came from your house. And so they paying you less for it. Things like that. The changes of money, not giving you the right amount for the right amount. You know what I'm saying? And their business, right?
Right.
So this is what Christ did. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And when he had made a scourge of small cords.
Scourge. What's the scourge? Anybody know what the scourge is?
No, like he, winding them together like a whip.
A whip. Yeah. He made a scourge. Go ahead.
He drove them out of the temple.
He did what?
He drove them out of the temple.
He drove them out of the temple with a whip. That's what Christ did. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is a man of war, and Christ ain't soft either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To sit there and weave together a whip, it takes some time, right?
Right.
That takes some time. So, you know, it's not like he just impulse, man, y'all ready? You know, he kirked out, it was emotional. Nah, it wasn't emotional. He sat there and weaved together a whip. Okay, he probably still watching them do it. Like, you still up there. Right there.
Right.
You gonna get my cousin like that? Okay. Not emotional. And then he drove them out of the temple. Keep going.
And the sheep and the oxen, and poured out of the changers' money and overthrew the tables.
Flip the table, everything. Imagine it. Does this dude look like he flipping tables
right.
and whipping people up out of the temple? let me put, does that dude right there look like he gonna flip the table over on?
Nah.
And all their money, flip all their money on the floor, all that. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? That dude is not doing that. He looks soft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he
S-O-F capital T.
with the capital T soft. You know what I'm saying? You know how we say it, get right up under your skin, boy, you soft. You know what I mean? That dude looks soft.
Yep.
Like, he not flipping over no tables and taking his time, putting the whip together. I know he probably got better hits in because he wasn't reacting so well.
Right.
You know, he had coordinated hits. Oh, he keep jumping when I hit them legs, huh? Bah. Get up. Bah. Get up. You know what I'm saying? You got any more on that? Keep going.
Verse 16. And said unto them that sold doves, take these things hence, and make not my father's house a house of merchandise.
Get out of here. Don't make my father's house nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? For your lewd behavior. You know what I'm saying? You in here winging my father's children in his house. I just put the whip to him. Whip to him. Scourge. Put a scourge to him. I like that one. You know, so give me the book of the book of John 18 and 10. You know what I mean? You know, so this we just want first. I'm just showing you down the line, give you an example of those in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That leaders of our culture. You're supposed to follow your leaders. We started with the Most High. The Most High is a man of war. You know, went straight to Christ. Christ. You know. He said, "I'm just like the Lord." You know what I'm saying? You even get to him, you gotta be like me. You know what I'm saying? He showed you what Christ would do if you ain't right in person. You know what I'm saying? And this is when actually this is crazy because at that time Christ was trying to come in peace. He was trying to bring some peace on earth. At the time, it's over with. Now you see Christ now, there ain't gonna be no scourges. He ain't gonna just whip you. You out of here. You out of here.
Right.
You run into Christ. Oh, he scored you. You know what I'm saying? About to say, you got that? What you got?
John chapter 18, verse 10. Then Simon Peter, having a sword, drew it.
Well, Simon Peter, who was Peter? Anybody know who Peter was? Shalom, little Hebrew. Yeah, Shalom, sis. You know, anybody know who Peter was? Nobody? I can read this Bible.
No, he was a disciple, right?
He was a disciple, right? And what does disciple mean?
Teachable, teaching.
Close. I mean, you teach what? If I'm a teacher, you teach who?
Well, he was Christ's disciple, so he was being taught. So he was being taught by.
If we in a class set, and there's a teacher, who is he teaching? Huh? Students. That's what disciple is. A student. You see what I'm saying? So Peter was a student of Christ. That means Christ was teaching him, you know what I'm saying, what to do, what not to do. You know, he was teaching him how not to be soft. You see what I'm saying? So read that from the top again.
Then Simon Peter, having a sword, drew it and smote the high priest's servant. Smite the high priest's servant. Right.
So he pulled this sword out and he straight up cut. You know what I'm saying? One of the high priest's servants, like a police officer, he was coming to get Christ. You see what I'm saying? He's coming to get him. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up, you running up on my master? You running up on my leader?
Right.
You running up on my brother?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Pulled it out and smited him. But keep going.
And cut off his right ear.
He cut off his right ear. That's precision. That ain't even, listen, he could have just, you know, like he was a kid back in the day, and you act like you got a sword, you do this. Everybody did that. With the sword, you know what I'm saying? The figure 8 with the sword. You know what I'm saying? Can't get through that. But he smited him, cut his ear off, let you know he had some aim and precision with the sword. He wasn't no punk. So guess what? Not only is the Lord a man of war, Christ said, look, I ain't evil. And he showed you what he'd do. Christ wasn't no punk. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't soft.
Right.
And he ain't rolled with nobody who was soft. You see what I'm saying? Now, I will keep going, but let you know a little backdrop. You know, Christ checked Peter for doing that because we're going to get to it. Christ had something, Shalom, Hebrew, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? Christ had a mission that was supposed, a prophecy to fulfill. You know what I'm saying? Right. And he didn't tell him to do that. To let you know that, like, just follow the order you're supposed to. And don't try to make up nothing as you go along. Right. That's how we become purple faggots. Yeah. That's how that comes about. You don't want to follow the orders or the things that you was taught, and you end up, oh, well, I can't wait. You know what? I'm going to break off and make my own faggot group. You know what I'm saying? Little backdrop. I run into them. Salam, sir. But
get that call. Can't go on YouTube.
Concert. Yeah, but Salam. But even so, little backdrop. I run into the purple lavender lads the other day, right here in Minnesota Avenue Station, right? So, you know, he tried to give me a fly. I'm not like, nah. I'm priesthood officer Shapak Dayak at the I.S.U.P.K. He instantly was like, oh, well, you believe in the truth. No, I don't believe in the truth. I'm in the truth. Oh, you don't need to get hostile. Like, that's how soft he is. Just me saying that he felt the hostility. He's like, oh, you need to get hostile. That was violent to him.
Right.
You know, I didn't say nothing. Wow, sir. And, you know, I didn't even really say nothing to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he felt I was being aggressive. You know, that just lets you know the spirit of the men here in I.S.U.P.K. It's an aggressive spirit. All we got to say is, I'm in the truth. All we got to say is, I'm in the truth. And they are offended. As you know, Lamar from earlier was like, oh, y'all the 100% truth. Yes. Are you offended? You know what I'm saying? Good night. Good night. Oh, y'all need to grow care. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so Christ actually checked him for what he did because he had a problem. He wasn't told to do that. You know what I mean? Get me the get me the book of Matthew 26 and 39. Whoever got, go ahead and start reading.
Matthew chapter 26, verse 29. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new.
26 and 39.
Salakia, sir. I was reading 29. Matthew 26, verse 39. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying,
now this is Christ. Christ, you know, at the time, you know, he was about to come up against that time when he had to sacrifice his own self. Something extremely manly. You know what I'm saying? To sacrifice yourself for your brothers. You see what I'm saying? Now that's the like the ultimate brotherhood right there.
right,
You know, and Christ even said it, you know, to lay down your own life for your brothers. You think we do here in I.S.U.P.K. when we go out on them streets, we are facing the world and they don't like it. They don't like what we're talking about at all.
wow.
You see what I'm saying? And they threaten us. They actually come at us with violence, this, that, and the third. And it's only because the Lord is with us that nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? I've even seen people try to threaten us, and then the Lord out of nowhere, something happened, and all of a sudden they come back the next week hurt, or right then and there. You know what I'm saying? We had a devil who used to come up on us loud and yelling in our face with a bullhorn. Well, he used to just yell in our face and then do this, that, and the third, you know, at first. One week he showed up with a little baby bullhorn. And you look like this and that, and y'all fake and all this, that, and the third. I'll be out here, I don't never see y'all over there. You know what I mean? And just 1 week, this one brother, he had like, I may be exaggerating, he might have been like 6'9" out that joint, 6'9", 3 something. He out the joint, he down there like us, yeah, right. He was agreeing with everything we were saying. And out of nowhere, across the street, here come this duck with the bullhorn. You know what I'm saying? Talking trash, this, that, and the third. He came across the line one time, coming back over to the side. Man, when he came back over the side, the big brother ran over to him and smacked. I don't know if he smacked the bullhorn in his face. He caught all of that. He had a big arm. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Batteries all in the street, bullhorn everywhere. He all on the ground trying to fumble, pick everything up. And I'm sitting there right next to him on God, do you like Most High in Christ? You know what I'm saying? The Lord is with us. You know what I'm saying? It's dangerous what we do. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so it's very brotherly to sacrifice yourself for your brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's the best portrayal of brotherhood you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? To lay down your own life. Right here, Christ is praying about this, if I could.
And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, "O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt."
Now, what cup is he talking about? He's saying, nevertheless. First of all, he's praying to God. So you pray to yourself? Are you praying to yourself? The crazy people out there who say Christ is God. Do you pray to yourself? you probably do talk to yourself, and you probably answer. The scary part right there, you know. So you probably give yourself answers and everything, but and then saying it was the Lord. That's the crazy part. But let you know, Christ was not talking to himself, and he says it later on in the verse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You should start from the cup. Let this cup.
Let this cup pass from me.
Right. What cup? What was the cup that he was talking about passing from him? Anybody know what was the cup that Christ was talking about? Let this cup pass from me. What I thought?
Now the cup was the now what was about to happen? His torture and his sacrificial death on the cross.
Right. You know, said I'm trying to think of a good saying to say like you know, the cup, you know, what's in your cup? What's meant for you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What was meant for him is he had to sacrifice himself for his brothers. You know what I'm saying? And then after the cup, let the cup pass from me. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt.
Not as who?
As I will.
Not as Christ wills,
but
it's not his will to do it, but
as thou will.
Thou will. Like let you know, Christ's will and the Most High will didn't belong to the same entity. You know, that's
right.
Two different entities right there. And no doubt about it, we're not saying that Christ didn't follow the will of the Lord and didn't have the Holy Spirit, which is the Lord's Spirit. You know what I'm saying? But you can also have the Lord's Spirit. You see what I'm saying? But Christ is letting you know that this isn't the same entity. I'm praying to something different than me. And, you know, my will, if I could, I would rather not do this. But he's saying, but by your will will I move. You see what I'm saying? If you want me to do it, I'm going to do it. But that's letting you know that would be a conflict in wills if you were saying that was the same entity. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wouldn't want to not go through the torture that our king went through? You know what I'm saying? He was asking, you know, can this not happen to me? Is there another way? You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean he was scared either. Because what did he say? Let me read the very last part of that again.
Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou will.
As thou will. You see what I'm saying? It was the Lord's will. He went through it. You see what I'm saying? He definitely went through it. All right, we're gonna drop that. Give me give me Judges 7:1. Judges 7:1. You know what I'm saying? We all seen the movie. If you didn't read it in the Bible, the movie 300, right? This in the Bible. That's the movie 300 in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That's where it comes from. If you didn't know, you watch the movie 300 and you think, oh, what a great movie. Our oppressor is not that creative, and he's a dummy, and he definitely is not that great. You know what I'm saying? So he gets it from our records. Most of these alien crafts and alien movies and all this wild stuff that you see, you're like, dang, what a great movie. They get it from the Bible or from a Jew, a real blood Jew. Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, our lives are things you can write novels. That's what do you call it? What do you call a great novel? You call it not bestseller. A bestseller. You can write bestsellers and Oscar winning movies off of our lives. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? You can also write a torch rap song. A torch rap song that's not soft. You see what I'm saying? Like that's our spirit right there. You hear me? Anybody got that?
Oh, you said Judges.
Yeah, Judges 7:1. I mean, we got a lot to go through.
Judges 7:1, verse 1. Then Jerubbaal, who is Gideon, and all the people that were with him rose up early and pitched beside the well of Harod, so that the host of the Midianites were on the north side of them by the hill of Morah in the valley.
Judges 7 and 1. What happened? 7 and 1?
Kind of a concern.
Okay. Yeah, so 7 and 1. Yeah, we're gonna go down to 7. I mean, we're gonna go down to verse 7. So yeah, so then
Jerubbaal,
yeah,
who is Gideon, and all the people that were with him rose up early and pitched beside the well of Harod.
right. So Israel about to go to war. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So that the hosts of the Midianites were on the north side of them, by the hill of Morah in the valley. And the Lord said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many for me.
Right. The Lord said, you got too many people. You know what I'm saying? You're not Lord. Lord is, you know, that's one thing about Israel. We always showing off. And we get it from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We get it from the Lord. He the one who dressed us in chains. I can show you that in the Bible. The Lord dressed us in chains. Fine everything. Fine linens and badger skin. Everything the Lord did. That's what he did for us. So when you see us in the street, you just know that that's biblical. You know what I'm saying? We look biblical. We don't sit our mouth, that's biblical. You know what I'm saying? But so, you know, the Lord, like, man, you got too many people. Keep going.
To give the Midianites into their hands, lest Israel vault them together against me, saying, my own hand have saved me.
Right. So, you know, it's too many people. So I asked the question, I believe it was week before last, where I was saying, why did the Lord do the 300 thing? You know what I'm saying? And this is where it tells you, because Israel would have went home and said, man, we crushed them bands. Man, I had one band by the neck and smashed the head against another band and stole both of them at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we would do. You know, that's the type of people we are. We always showing off. And that's, you know, the Lord wanted to be known full-fledged why we won. Keep going.
Verse 3. Now therefore, go to proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from the Mount Gilead.
Right. The Lord is, listen, the whole class is on Israel. It's not our culture to be this way. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is letting it be known. These people is not with the spirit of the break. You know what I'm saying? Those who not with this spirit right here, tell them to go home. You tell them to go home. It's going to be stories written about the men that's going to be left. Tell them to go home. And you know what they said when they got home? Oh, that Gilead. You know, that man, he's tripping. You know what I'm saying? They made, matter of fact, every excuse that they possibly could make. Like, we don't have in here. Our motto is no cowards, no excuses. This is a story, this verse right here is about the cowards with excuses. You see what I'm saying? They went home and told their wife whatever they could, like, why you back so early? Let me check you out. You all right? Got a scratch on them. After came out the football game, ain't got no mud on them. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. I be saying, I ain't gonna lie. I be saying sometimes the mother come with the little kid and he like, yeah, they just had a game, they won today. And I be looking like, he ain't got no mud. It's raining outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, that little brother get in there one day. Maybe that's it. He's just too small. You know what I'm saying? But and the Lord, you know, the Lord is sending home all the people who wasn't gonna give up no rest anyway. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody had to hand up, the water, sir. Come on with it.
Nigga, I was scared, but I held my own.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna say everything in the book. She's still gonna be like, hold on, but they ain't got yet. You know, where the rest of them at? You know what I'm saying? You got something?
See what had happened was.
That's right, the way his bank account was set up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You going to war, what you worried about that for? It's crazy, man. But keep going.
And there returned other people 20 and 2,000. And there remained 10,000.
How many did we start off with? Did you read that part? 32,000. And how many just left?
There returned people 20 and 2,000.
Let me tell you a story. You know, Christ had 5,000 followers at one point. How many did he end up with? Anybody know? Anybody know how many followers Christ had when it was over with? I mean,
12.
12. 12 disciples. You know what I'm saying? If I could, sir. 5,000 men. That was just 5,000 men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Right. The water, sir. The water, sir. To be exact, 5,000 men and things. They had families.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Them two were gone. They weren't there. 12 men stayed. Let you know. God, just because they have a lot of numbers doesn't mean anything. I would worry if you came across, you started following a group that had too many people, you know.
Right.
Numbers and numbers on top of numbers, like Christians. There's billions of Christians in the world. Christ ain't back yet, though. As I checked, you know, it's like 144,000 loads go down, you know, it's billions of them. You're not worried about the numbers.
Right.
But 22,000 left out of 32. So how many we got left? Anybody know? What's the number, sis? 10,000 left. Now keep going. You got something? Oh, I mean, I'm addressing anything.
Melvin Guzman Suarez says he looks so tainted. He looks so satanic.
Satanic. Well, you know that Satan follows God's orders better than you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We go to the book of Job. We can go to the book of Job and see how Satan follows what God said. So in that aspect, I would like to look like I'm following God's orders very well. You know what I'm saying? Where's my accent? I'm cutting everybody coming through today. Come on with it. What else you got? Melvin, Guzman. You know what I'm saying? Suarez. Let's do it. Keep going. We got 10,000. We had 10,000. Let's keep going.
And the Lord said unto Gideon,
The water.
there are the people are yet too many.
Yeah, still, even with 10,000, it's still too many people. You see what I'm saying? Still too many people. You know what? This ain't enough. Not enough to watch. It match. Ain't it match? Let's do it like this. My hand all day. Yeah. That's what y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing soft going on over here. Come on with it. You want beef? That's what we do. We'll cut you. We'll cut you. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord said we still got too many. Keep going.
Bring them down unto the water, and I will try them for thee there, and it shall be.
Right. And the Lord said, bring them down to the water. I'm going to try them. You know what I'm saying? Try them. And come on, no, they ain't ready yet. Keep going.
That of whom I say unto thee, this shall go with thee, and the same shall go with thee, and whomsoever I say unto thee, this shall not go with thee, the same shall not go.
Keep going.
So he brought down the people unto the water, and the Lord said unto Gideon, every one that lappeth up the water with his tongue as a dog lappeth, him shall thou set by himself.
So question, how does a dog drink water? Anybody know? You got this?
Head down, tongue.
Yeah. Head down. Head all fours with his head down.
In the water.
Not ready for anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, keep going.
Likewise, everyone that boweth down upon his knees to drink, and the number of them that lapped, putting their hand to their mouth, were 300 men.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody who stayed up in a ready position and drank, you know, on Shema, we call it Shema in here. That's in the Lashwan Kodash, which means holy tongue. The word is Shema, God. You know what I'm saying? And everybody who was on God, the Lord said, I'm the only ones that can come with you. And how many of them out of 10,000?
Were 300 men.
Just 300 men, if I could, sir.
I don't know if you want to bring out how many of them there were.
Huh?
I don't know if you wanted to bring out how many of the Midianites there were.
Oh yeah, we did skip that part. I was gonna get to it.
Okay.
But Doc, go ahead, sir. The water.
So we originally Israel started off with 32,000.
Right.
And that was too much. The Most High was saying, you know, we're gonna brag and say it was us. They had 135,000 men, and 32,000 was still too much for the Most High, and he dwindled it down to 300.
The Lord ain't even give a damn about their numbers.
What?
That, you know, again, the Lord don't care about numbers. He said he picked Israel not because of our numbers. You know what I'm saying? We were less than all these other nations. He picked us not because of our number. You know, they were more great than us. You know what I mean?
Right.
But so now we down to 300. The Lord, it told him, like, you got too many people. You know what I mean? And you know, there's nobody asked the question, what are you doing and why? Because they're not soft. They about the Lord's work. And if you about the Lord's work, you believe in the Lord and the Lord is with you, there's nothing that can happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Lord allow, you know what I'm saying? I get to go to this Cali trip, you know what I'm saying, to the cookout in Cali. Oh, everybody on that plane it's the safest plane you can take. Why? You know what I'm saying? Because a man of the Lord, who Lord allowed, he needs more work from me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I continue on. He needs more work from me, Lord allowed. And that's the safest plane to ride on out of all of them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You doing the work of the Lord, it's nothing that can take you down. Because the Lord is the one who would take you down. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm a cap off on this one because we end up winning the war. We beat them. You know, we don't even need to say too much. We beat them with 300 men, 135,000 destroyed them. You see what I'm saying? And which, as we discussed last couple of weeks ago, is because the Lord wanted all of the glory. Is why he had 300 men go at that many. You never know what they were seeing with it. It was 300, but they probably saw 300,000.
Right.
Oh my God. So guess what? You know, half of them probably ran. You know what I'm saying? Probably ran. The Lord probably made dust be all in it. You never know what the Lord did, but we won. You know what I'm saying? Let you know. Don't be soft. Just do what the Lord said. You know, it's not our culture. If we follow what the Lord's talking about, follow what Christ, follow the example Christ led, you know what I'm saying, that he passed down to his disciples, we shouldn't be soft. And it's nothing that can stop us. If I could, sir.
It's like something about numbers. I like to, you know, the contrast of numbers. So when it went down to 300 to 135,000, that was 1 to 450.
1 to 450 men.
If I could, also the scripture says 1,000 shall fall by thy side and 10,000 by thy right hand. So that didn't even get to that number.
Right.
It's a lot.
Right. We more powerful than what it even speaks of.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm waiting for the you know, when it comes down and then that twinkling in the eye, when we go up into the chariots and we get a new body. You know what I'm saying? You know, I always dreamt of being 6 foot tall. You know? I always said there was no limit if I was 6. So I already dunked before at my height. Imagine if I was 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? Good night. I was a little bully at some points in my life, you know.
That's why you put 6 foot.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't 6 foot. I was probably doing it in the previous life, and like the Lord's like, nah. I was getting taller. He said, nah, stop it right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm throwing a shot. Just like, you know, our Asian counterparts, you know what I'm saying, which they also our enemy, you know what I'm saying? They call Mongoloids. They got Down syndrome. You know, they don't have the full thing. The Lord's probably coming up in Ammon, which they come from. Japanese come from Ammon, they're Ammonites, and Moab, the Moabites, those are the Chinese. And they was coming up in there, you know, out of their father. The Lord probably like, nah, don't make them all the way Down syndrome. They just gonna look like me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shut it down right there. That's enough. You know what I'm saying? He was so you know, we won the war. The Lord wanted the glory. You know what I'm saying? That's why that happens like that, because the Lord show off better than us. The Lord is a cold gangster. Listen, the Lord that made put the prettiest women in the stories. We had the prettiest women. So imagine with the Lord, when it comes to the Lord's taste, you can see it when you look at Israel. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying the Lord got a wife. He does have a wife, Israel. We the best at everything. The Lord's taste is outstanding. He's a gangster. He's the best at all that, and he's a man of war. You see what I'm saying? If I could get the book of 1 Maccabees 2:25. Young man, the collar. You can get that one? You know what I'm saying? Let them hear more warriors up in here. We don't need a lot of numbers. We need the right numbers. Right. Give me one real Hebrew over 1,000 lavender lads. Right. The book of First Maccabees. It's at the end of the book. First Maccabees, what I say, 2:25. We'll start there. We're gonna go to verse 27. I'll be quick on the draw. Get out there and camp. We got somebody battling right there. You the sword.
First Maccabees 2:25. Also the king, Shalaki. Also the king's commissioner who compelled men to sacrifice, and he killed at that time, and the altar he pulled down.
Right. So they be talking about Mattathias. Mattathias came home and saw that Jerusalem was just in shambles. You see what I'm saying? The temple was defiled. Everything. Everybody was kissing heathen butt. You know what I'm saying? All of this, and he was in mourning, like he was going crazy, being sackcloth. Ashes, all of that, right? So, what you got?
Olivia Arnold said, "Is that a bat you holding?"
Yes, it's a bat. It's a bat. You want to see it? Right. Look, you can read it too. You know what I'm saying? Quam Yasha'Allah. That means rise, Israel. Right. When this bat hit, Israel rises. That's what this bat is for. And it's torch. You see the fire? Yeah. That's what that is. Now the class is about soft Christianity and all this softness that's been put on our culture. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just showing an example from the Most High on down that we were never a soft people. And all the rules that we follow in the day and the ways we acting, it's not our culture. We got laws against it. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you might want to stay. I've seen you before. You might want to stay. So this is a bat. Kwam Yashar, that's the name of it. Rise Israel. You got that? Talk. So yeah, once again, Salaki. So Mattathias, he all in shambles about seeing Jerusalem, and it's the honor of Jerusalem is gone. You see what I'm saying? And he didn't went so far as he didn't unalive one of the emperor's men. You know what I'm saying? And destroyed everything, knocked down everything that wasn't supposed to be there. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
26. Thus dealt he zealously for the law. Salaki. Thus dealt he zealously for the law of God, like
You did it for what?
the law of God,
The law of God. Go ahead.
like
I think this is really important too, because Christians like to always say the law of Moses. Moses brought the law of God. You see what I'm saying? That's in the Bible. Keep going.
now, like as what's that? Phineas did into Zambari, the son of Salmon.
Right. So what it was the time where the men of Israel kept messing with heathen women. And while the Most High is punishing us for it. And the prophet's like, what's going on? And it's being brought out. It's for this reason. Right there at the time, this Bama Phineas comes out of nowhere with a Moabite, a Chinese woman, brought her in the tent and started having sex with her in the tent while this is going on.
Oh, this is that?
Yeah, that's what he's mentioning right here. The zeal that
Okay.
he had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Was it Phineas that killed?
Yeah,
Phineas
it was
is
Phineas,
the
yeah.
one. He looking like, yo, this family didn't. We sit up here getting punished. The whole Israel's being punished for this behavior, and out of nowhere, he gonna pull this Chinese. I can't say it. You know, this Chinese broad out of nowhere taking the tent and go do it more. The Lord is vexed with us because of this. Phineas went in that joint, and as I like to say, you remember what I like to say, sir?
What was that?
He made a Chinese. He said he made a Chinese shish kebab. It was a shrimp. It was a shrimp chicken shish kebab. I like to say because he took a javelin, and while he was having sex, he put the javelin through both of them. He made a shish kebab. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I say shrimp because that's unlawful. You know what I'm saying? And chicken because it is lawful. He made a shrimp chicken shish kebab out of it. And the Bible, you know, the Bible is mentioning that's the zeal that Mattathias had when he unalive the servant of what's it, Rome? It was Rome at the time, I believe. And I could be wrong, but Rome, the Greek consul. The Greek said that he unalived the Greek servant and he pulled down everything that what didn't belong in the temple, right? So, if I could, sir.
It was the Greek servant and the Israelite who betrayed the people.
Right.
He went up against.
Right. Most High Christ, the water servant, the water servant. So yeah. So with that backdrop, it was also an Israelite who betrayed us, a traitor. You see what I'm saying? So, and if you're a traitor to Israel, you are an enemy to the Lord. What is the Lord again? If anybody remembers?
Man of war.
Man of war. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be an enemy of a man of war. You see what I'm saying? If I could keep going. Keep going.
27. Mattathias cried throughout the city with the Lord voice.
With the whose voice?
Loud voice. With a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintenance that maintaineth the covenant. Okay, let him follow me. Let me read that again. Salaki, sir. And Mattathias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me.
Right. So now he coming through. This is the man, at the time, this is the man that the Lord chose. Lord chose him. You see what I'm saying? Nobody else is stepping up for the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's going through the city like, whoever's with me.
Right.
Come on. Whoever values the law of the Lord and you know, say they hold it, you know, hold the covenant sacred. Come with me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He's a man who's fighting for that. You see what I'm saying? Now, that's a very important thing. It's one thing to follow the law, you know what I'm saying, the scriptures, the commandments, the law. You see what I'm saying? But if you don't get with the man that the Lord sent, all through this Bible, the Lord sent somebody. And if you weren't with them, you weren't with the Lord. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We all of this, notice this is going to be in this too as we keep going on. You wasn't with the man that the Lord sent, then you weren't. And you got to know that in the I.S.U.P.K, we follow the law and we hold this covenant sacred.
That's right.
Who did the Lord send? Commander General Yahanna was anointed a general anointed up from the 7 heads who started this school in 1969. Your camp leader wasn't anointed by nobody.
Right.
Who anointed you? You know what I'm saying? Why are you following somebody who wasn't anointed? You see what I'm saying? You got something?
Sir. And I was going to say that everybody that came out from hearing that cry, they knew what they was going to do. They knew they was going to war. So they brought their sword and they followed him out.
You got to know off the break. You don't even need the sword, even if you just got to go. Right. Now bring your sword. You know what I'm saying? Leave everything else. Leave the Nikes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Leave the Nikes, bring the sword. But you know what I'm saying? They following the Lord when they follow Mattathias.
Right.
Keep going. Drop to verse 29 and go from there.
Then many that sought after justice and judgment went down into the wilderness and dwelled there.
And they dwelled there, right? Keep going.
Both they and their children and their wives and their cattle, because affliction increased sore upon them.
Yeah, there was two groups of people that left. There was a group of people that left with Mattathias, and it was a group of people that just left because of their affliction. You see what I'm saying? But they didn't follow the man that the Lord sent. Remember that. Keep going.
31. Now when it was told the king's servants and the host that was at Jerusalem and the city of David, that certain men who had broken the king's commandments were gone down into the secret place in the wilderness.
Right. So now it came back to the king, you know, who was ruling over everything. That these Jews out there acting a fool again. You know, we never stop. They out there acting a fool. You know, there's certain men that then left, and now they in the wilderness. Keep going.
They pursued after them a great number, and having overtaken them, they camped against them and made war against them on the Sabbath day.
On the Sabbath day. Here you go, you fake Israelite. This is for you. This one right here is for you. We're talking about being soft. You know what I'm saying? This part is for you. All you, I can't do anything on the Sabbath day. Keep going.
And they said unto them, let that which ye have done hitherto
Come.
Suffice, come forth and do accordingly to the commandments of the king, and yet ye shall live.
Right. And saying that now we didn't surround you. We about to let everything go on. And unless you come back and do what the king wants. Keep going.
But they said, we will not come forth. Either we will do the king's commandments to profane at the Sabbath day.
Right. So they didn't want to profane the Sabbath day and just doing what the king said, but also they end up profaning, you know, profaning themselves, because the Lord is a man of war. So in all that, I can't do anything on the Sabbath day. Yeah, you about to die. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
So then they gave them the battle with all speed.
Came to rush them quickly. You know what I'm saying? ASAP, on sight. Keep going.
Howbeit they answered them not, neither cast they a stone.
Answered them not. It means they didn't fight back. This is a whole army that was more than them. We just saw 300 men can beat 135,000. You know what I'm saying? If the Lord with you, you know what I'm saying? This is, you know, they didn't speak of the great number. They was in great number, but like they didn't even fight back. You see what I'm saying? Didn't even fight back. And they doing it because I can't do anything on the Sabbath day. Keep going.
Neither cast they a stone at them.
They didn't even throw a rock at them. Keep going.
Nor stop the place where they laid hid.
They ain't stopping nothing. Nothing at all. Soft. They ain't let nobody do nothing to me like that. You know what I'm saying? And then if you touch my brother, I'm going on you. You got something, sir? Oh. You got that loaded? No, Most High Christ. I knew you was going to do it. That's why I kept saying soft. You know, I knew he was going to do it. You know, we got the DJ of all DJs, the maestro on the keys right here.
That's
Also of 1,000 Bakosh. Give him a hand. He got somewhere all the audio problems that we be having. He fix them. You know what I'm saying? He behind the scenes.
Yep.
You ever seen a movie, Hollywood premiere, or, you know, big blockbuster film and all that?
Right.
It's always somebody behind the scenes. Well, also the Quash is behind the scenes, fixing everything and updating everything.
That's
you know,
right.
you know what I'm saying? But the water surfer, that one. Soft. That's what they was. You can't be soft. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
But say, let us die all innocence.
Oh, they just want to die in the Lord's name. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna die in the Lord's name. Go ahead. Take me now. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not how you're supposed to be. Notice they died. Keep going.
Heaven and earth will testify for us
Keep going.
that ye put us to death wrongfully. 38.
Who put them to death?
That ye put us to death
Who is
wrongfully.
ye? Who put them to death?
The Lord,
Sure.
Most High.
The Lord said, sit there and die.
Oh no, they said
What is the Lord?
the Most High, a man of war.
A man of war. Would a man of war have you, his children, sit there and die?
No.
Okay, so who put them to death?
Themselves.
True. But who killed them? The Greeks.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? The Greek army. You know what I'm saying? Even so, the Lord, and you'll find that the Lord doesn't want you to sit there and just lay down and die.
Right.
When it comes to fighting your demons and everything that afflicts you, the Lord doesn't want you to give up. He wants you to fight in every instance. You see what I'm saying? You apply this to your everyday. Our weapons are carnal against our enemy. So how are you going to fight? You got to fight your own demons. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Nowhere in this book does it tell you not to fight. We're not some. You see what I'm saying? Y'all some?
is that what Christians say? Turn the other cheek. You're not supposed to fight back.
Nah, turn the other cheek mean give
No,
you.
that's what Christians say. That.
Oh well, yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
They would have died.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They would have died that day too. And more likely, if they was Israel today, it might have been them in the story right here back in the day. Could have been. You know what I mean? But keep going.
So they rose up against them in battle on the Sabbath.
Hold on. Excuse me.
Mm. I can go back, but I did. Heaven and earth will testify for us
Right.
that ye put us to death wrongfully.
Okay. I know you.
38. So they rose up against them in battle on the Sabbath, and they slew them
Good. Keep going.
with their wives and children and their cattle.
These cowards didn't even defend their women and children. Come on now. If I could.
Like if I could, they also killed the damn cattle. Like
Right.
damn,
Right.
you bastards
Out of
kill
here.
the cow.
Right.
Yeah.
That's bad. They ain't even want your cattle are coward. We don't want no coward cattle around here. You know what I'm saying? They probably producing bad milk. You see what I'm saying? Bad cheese. We don't want that. Keep going.
To the numbers of 1,000 people.
Thousands. Keep going.
Now when Mattathias and his friends understood hereof, they mourned for them to soar.
Mattathias and them heard about this, man. They was like, man, because that's our brothers in there, man. Why didn't they follow us, man? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't they follow us?
Like if I could, this goes to the fake Israelites that say I.S.U.P.K ain't the only ones that can have the truth.
Right.
Right here, it shows that yes, it is.
Right.
There's only one person that the Most High deals with, and those other people didn't deal with Mattathias because the truth was with Mattathias. They should have followed him instead of just going to kind of the same routes.
Yeah.
But they got slaughtered because they didn't follow the truth. They didn't follow the man of the Lord.
Right. That's the whole point of this right here. When you read this story of Mattathias and all that, the whole point is you got to follow the man that the Lord sent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Manager Yahanna has saved this truth and brought it down for us. You know, these other Israelite groups used to sit in our classes and ask questions. And then, you know, they fail and flourished in number and all that, and they still teaching it wrong. Why? Because they're not with the Lord and they letting everything else come into play. That's why we do nothing new in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? We not turning into nothing laughing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. You know, that's gay. You know, there you go.
Good.
To lock it. But even so, like Audubon was saying, you know, this other group, they talk about, oh, we holding the Sabbath. We can't do nothing on the Sabbath, but we holding the Sabbath and we follow the laws and all that. But they were unalive. Keep going and find out what happened when Mattathias and them found out about this. The people that went with the man the Lord sent.
And one of them said to another, if we all do as our brethren have done, and fight not for our lives and laws against our heavens, against the heathens, they will now quickly root us out of the earth.
Now think about this, because they trying to do this on every occasion. From Pharaoh trying to tell the handmaids to unalive the little boys that are born and keep the women. That would knock us out of the earth. You see what I'm saying? The heathens been trying to get us out of this earth since all the time almost. You know what I mean? And this is Mattathias talking about. If we don't fight back, you see what I'm saying? Like Donald Trump is going to be able to break every law to be able to get you up out of here. You see what I'm saying? They're breaking the laws to come up against us, to do everything to get us up out of here. They've been doing it since all of time. That is their aim. They hate the Lord. We are the Lord's children, Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. They go even deeper, West Indians, Haitians. You see what I'm saying? You fall under that. These heathens are trying to get us out of here. They hate us. We don't conform to what they want. You got back in the day, the Asians used to come over there in their traditional robes to have meetings with the white man in the boardroom with a damn Suki on. I don't know what it's called, a Suki. You know what I'm saying? Suki suit on. You know what I'm saying? With flip flops, sitting on the floor, the whole table up there. You know, but nowadays they coming in suits. They conform. We're the only people in the earth who listen, even when we come up in there in that suit, we got a pair of Nikes on, we got the dunks on with the Nikes. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you got the Timbs on with the suit on. You know what I'm saying? We just not conforming. They're full of plaques. You know what I'm saying? We showing up. Everybody's got a suit on. We got on whatever Nike's chain swinging with the plaques. That's how we are. They hate it. They've been like that. They will always be against us. They got a perpetual hate against us. Mattathias is saying, look, we don't fight back. Fight your demons. Because that's how they're getting us. They're getting us in their prisons because we won't fight our demons.
Right.
You stop using drugs, you know how many with the percentage of people, Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans getting locked up that they will stop if we just stop using his drugs. Stop hating each other. You know what I'm saying? Help each other come up from this, that, and the third. And it's that easy. But you gotta fight. Keep going.
At that time, therefore, they decree, saying, whosoever shall come to make battle with us on the Sabbath day, we will fight against him. Neither will we die all as our brethren that were murdered in the secret place.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know who the Lord was with. You know what I'm saying? Mattathias and them came in battle, and you know, they got that on the Sabbath day. As you know, that once again, the Sabbath day, for those who wonder what I'm talking about with fake Israelites, and you know, there's some groups out there that teach you can't lift a finger. The Jewish man pretending to be us, you know, he doesn't lift a finger on the Sabbath day, but he'll get you to do it. But that's what the law is against. You can't make nobody do no servile. Servile means service. No service on the Sabbath day. That's their day. The Sabbath means rest. That's that person's rest. I can't make you come to work for me on the Sabbath day. Let you know our oppressor is in for something big. He's breaking the Sabbath every Thursday, making you come to work, putting you on the schedule. You see what I'm saying? That's what that's for. So that you can have a day, because if it's not, these heathens are, he seems like they don't work us to death.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But on the Sabbath day, Mattathias and them defended themselves. And you saw who the Lord was with. If I could, let me get the book of Leviticus 20 and 13. I'm going to continue on this not being soft. You know what I'm saying? And this is a law for the utmost soft. I'm just going to say, I don't know if you can get softer than this. You see what I'm saying? Right here. Leviticus 20 and 13.
If a man also lie with mankind,
And what?
if a man also lie with mankind, as he lies with a woman.
And let's get this straight. This is a law that the Lord put down. It didn't say don't do it. But if you do it, he going.
Both them have committed an abomination.
If you do it, you are disgusting to the Lord. You see what I'm saying? You are disgusting to the Lord. How many of them out of the two?
Both
of them is disgusting to the Lord. Keep going.
They shall surely be put to death.
They shall what?
Surely be put to death.
No, that's not murder. That's not murder. That's not murder. They both shall be put to death. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said to do it. You know what I'm saying? But not telling nobody to run around on the bit to accuse and start, you know, you didn't hear that from in the I.S.U.P.K. You did not hear that. You see what I'm saying? The Lord has a way that he does it now. Keep going.
Their blood shall be upon them.
You ever heard of AIDS? Monkeypox? You know, who does it usually come against? That's the question. Yeah. Who does it usually come against?
The alphabet group.
Alphabet, when you think alphabet, that's more like the FBI, CIA, you know what I'm saying? We bit the Q. We can say that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the Lord got a special way he judges them. You see what I'm saying? Let alone the domestic violence that takes place in Leviticus household is outrageous. They always running around talking about, oh, everybody's against us. You got to stop that Leviticus hate. You know what I'm saying? No. If you look at the statistics, most violent crimes that happen in Leviticus household is from the Leviticus. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's not everybody else. We just want you to leave us alone. Leave our kids alone. Because you can't make no kids of your own. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you gonna spread and get more for you to pray on? You're praying on our kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, straight men and women. And notice that straight is not, it's no S in it. You can be everything else but straight. Y'all hate too. You see what I'm saying? Because the moment that somebody said something for being straight, y'all try to blackball them or get it, you know what I'm saying, in any way, get them out of there. Y'all hate more than anybody. You see what I'm saying? But you know, how is y'all furthering yourself? By praying on the children of straight people. You see what I'm saying? Now, when you see them, you got to know that like they're just a symptom. They're a symptom of what they're doing. They're a symptom of child predators. You see what I'm saying? Right. Pedophilia is the disease, and Leviticus is the symptom of it. You see one of them, more than likely, they're like that because there was a child predator. You see what I'm saying? That was what happened.
Right.
We stopped child pedophilia. We stopped pedophilia. Leviticus disappear overnight. Like we stopped drugs. Right. You know, stop using drugs. Oh, our whole community would change overnight. The jails are going to be empty.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And notice something. We got to stop doing the things the Lord don't like.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's how we diffuse everything. And to do that, you got to not be soft. Fight it. You see what I'm saying? Keep going. Yeah, I know the movie. I know the movie. I know the movie. His hat was flopping. You know what I'm saying? Let me get 1 Samuel 18 and 17. We'll keep going because you know they try to say something a blight on my man, you know, King David. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Try to say something about him and John. Yeah, come on now. That's against the law. Keep going, Carlo. Go ahead, y'all. You switch back after that.
Switch back.
You keep going.
All right. 1 Samuel chapter 18, verse 17.
Yep.
And Saul said to David, behold, my elder daughter, Merab, her will I give thee to wife. Only be thou valiant for me and fight the Lord's battle. For Saul said, let not my hand be upon him, but let the hand of the Philistines be upon him.
That don't sound like 1 Samuel 18 and 17. Let me get there. Slap, I could, sir. If possible, you can find where he say, yeah, because I'm not. Backdrop of what I'm bringing into, right? So, Jonathan actually saved King David. He was just David at the time. David's life because Saul was trying to unalive him because he was basically, he was mad because the kingdom was being taken from him. He didn't follow what the Lord said. You know what I'm saying? And David was to inherit the kingdom. So it was told him by Samuel, you know what I'm saying, that we need another. I mean, I believe it was right there though. Let me see something.
So first 2 Samuel 1 and 26. Is that what you want?
I got let me see. Maybe I put the wrong book. That's not
What you trying to get
that
you're trying to get across?
just that where
He saved Samuel. He saved Saul. That Jonathan saved David.
nah, where they tried to say that they would he loved them.
2 Samuel 1 and 26.
1 and 26.
Yes.
That comes.
2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 26. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of women.
You know what I'm saying? Right here, it's talking about that they try to take this and say that Jonathan and David had a sexual relation. Like they were Leviticus. You see what I'm saying? Actually, you see this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Where you had two men that grew up together. They ran together all their life. And they even got a term of it. It's kind of loose, but bros before hoes. You see what I'm saying? They kind of grow up in that feeling towards each other, where they hold each other down and like real. It's nobody in their life that they've been through things like that. And, love on a level, brotherly love.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That being there is no love and brotherly love in the Christian church. And it's nothing but Leviticus flowing through there. They relate this the same that they were Leviticus, they was alternative lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's exactly the opposite. This man defiled satisfied his own family, his father, with wishes because of the love he had for this his brother. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's talking about right there. I could, sir.
Can you give an example of what you're talking about?
Oh, good night. Forget about it. I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Our families don't understand what we're doing at all. You see what I'm saying? Like we don't go to Christmas no more, Thanksgiving, you know, we don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster no more. You know what I'm saying? Like everything we do, we have basically went against the wishes and the traditions of our family. You see what I'm saying? And because of that, they look at us like we're in a cult instead of third. But if following the Lord is the cult, it put me in it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of worshiping pagan gods and all these holidays, eating with the Lord don't want us to eat, doing everything, divorcing your wife when the Lord made the union, sex with the marriage is a union. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm in a cult for not doing that, let me be in a cult.
Right.
This is the example right there, and we do this, and we stay strong in it for the brotherhood that we have. You know what I'm saying? So, like, so do you have anything in particular?
Let's say I'm booed up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's 10:30, 11, whatever, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm booed up.
Oh, yeah.
And I get a call from my mans in them. He says, yo, I need your help. You know what I'm saying? And I'm I'm booed up, cuffed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
I got the love of a woman.
Right.
But my man's is calling me. He says he needs my help. She can wait. I'm gonna go and help my man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go help my friend. I'm gonna go help my brother. Why? Because he called me and he needed my help.
Right.
So I'm gonna get up out that bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get up off that couch, whatever we doing,
Right.
and I'm gonna go and help my man's in them.
Right.
That's the love of my brother exceeded the love of the woman.
Right. And I can show you what that looks like again today. You ever seen Belly? Nas, oh yeah, we going back to Africa. You know, Nas, when Buzz called him, it was like, nah, I'm outside. Nah, come down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he left his woman. He was going back to Africa with, you know what I'm saying? To come out there for his brother that he loved. That's the brotherly love that it's talking about. You see what I'm saying? If I could, then let me get up. And that happens. That happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? And and I'm gonna show you another reason why the scriptures is not relating to King David as being an LGBTQ member. You know what I'm saying? Get me leave I got it right here. Hold on. Let me see. I gotta make sure right here. I put the wrong thing one time. Let me make sure it's there. If I could get I think I wrote the wrong things down. If I could get where it said David was mad at the Lord's heart. Anybody know it? Get it before I do the water. Anybody got it? Go ahead.
Acts 13:22.
Yeah, that's it. It's definitely. Go ahead when you got it.
Acts chapter 13, verse 22. And when he had removed him, he raised up unto them David to be their king, to whom he also gave testimony and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after my own heart.
Right. And what's the heart in the Bible? What is it referring to when it's heart? This, what you got?
Your mind.
Your mind. The heart doesn't do anything but pump blood. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So being after someone's heart, you know, that means you think like them. The Lord is saying, this is a man that thinks like me. What did the Lord say about Leviticus? Anybody know? Anybody know? Just read. What is it?
Abomination.
It's an abomination. So if the Lord searched and found a man that was after his own heart, how possibly is he Leviticus? You see what I'm saying? Like when the things that people be saying, they making it up to try to make it seem like what they're doing is right and it's in the Bible. But in all actuality, they're just not fighting. They soul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You read the first thing it said, what the Lord said. You want to try to make something up off of what the Bible might have put it, how I put it, love. He loved him. Yeah, it's possible for a man to love a man. We just don't run around and say it all day. You know what I'm saying? You just do things, show your love. I got love for you. We might say that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what that means. You know what I mean? That's a brotherly love. You know, so the man King David was a man after the Lord's heart. You got any more on that?
Oh, that's it.
All right, give me the book of I hope I wrote it right this time. Samuel 18:7. 1 Samuel 18:7. What's going on? Right. I gotta go ahead.
And the woman answered one another as they played, and said, Saul hath slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s.
Right. So there was so much, let you know about David as well, who was a man after the Lord's, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord said, let you know also. Like he was so vicious, they made a song up about him. Like Saul slayed thousands. This is a regular song, like Miss Mary Mac. Like they singing Saul slain thousands, and David slain tens of thousands. You see what I'm saying? And what type of he wasn't soft, he was a man of war. And last I checked, who was a man of war?
Most High.
The Most High is the man of war. After he was after the Lord's own heart. So they give me the book of Luke 22:52. So we got the Lord definitely not soft. You know what I'm saying? He unalively quick. You know what I'm saying? Christ definitely wasn't soft. The men he rolled with wasn't soft. Who else? Who else did we say? Matthias wasn't soft. You see what I'm saying? Like so far going down in history, like we've never been a soft people. We fight when it's time. And those of us who didn't end up coming up on the short end of the stick. You see what I'm saying? Because that's not our culture. You see what I'm saying? You got that? Anybody got that? I gave you one. Luke 22:52. Say that.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Then Jesus said unto the chief priests and captains of the temple and the elders which were come to him.
Now, these are people in which you refer to as the church today. They in the temple. These are the captains and everybody in the temple. Keep going.
Be ye come out as against a thief with swords and staves.
You won't come out against me. They was always trying to find reason to get at Christ. But notice it said with swords. They came out the temple with swords. Your usher in that joint got on white gloves. The usher in the church got on white gloves. He ain't got no weapon. You know why? That's why Dylan, what's his name is Dylan Ruth Storm was able to come in that church, and after praying with them and all that, was able to unalive them people. There wasn't nobody in there with no type of protection. You see what I'm saying? If it had been the I.S.U.P.K, he wouldn't have made it past the door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For one, because we don't trust our enemy, and the Bible says it's our enemy. And if they was in the church following the Bible, they would have known the enemy's at the door. Mm-hmm. He would have never been in there. And just so happened, how he gonna sit there and pray with him, and then he gonna unalive him? That's what the Lord was doing to show that that's not what he meant. Slack, sir, if I may. You had something?
No.
Oh, okay. But yeah, like these captains, everybody coming out of the temple, they was coming at Christ. That's not the point here. The point is they had swords. Even in the temple, you wasn't having it. If I could get give me the book of 2 Kings 9:33. Nowhere in our culture was we having it. Women and kids in there coming out with swords. You know what I'm saying?
2 Kings chapter 9, verse 33.
Go ahead.
And he said, throw her down.
Throw it down. Go ahead.
So they threw her down. And some of her blood was sprinkled on the wall and on the horses. And he trod her underfoot.
Now, I'm gonna just give you some backdrop on it. We're not gonna spend too much time on it. But this is Jezebel. Everybody know the famous story of Jezebel. You know, Rasputin of back in the day. Tell the Lord that he ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna tell you, do what I tell you. Jezebel ran her household. And we getting to that part too. Don't worry about it. You know, she ran her household, and when it was, she did enough that when it became time, they snatched her up out the building and unalived her. We're talking about out the temple. You know what I'm saying? And unalived her. It wasn't playing in what you would call a church today, the place where we gather. It wasn't playing in the temple. You know what I'm saying? That's not our culture. You come in there, you wrong. That's why we got these. Nothing wrong with this. This is 1 out of 2. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got this. This also got the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Barakatha. You know what I'm saying? But basically bless you. You know what I'm saying? But that's why we do this live. Yeah, you get annoyed real quick with this back in the day. So we put up we ask you to state your registry and the Sabbath service. You stand up and you state your registry. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not supposed to be here and you're not of Israel, you're gonna catch this. That's how it always was. We was never saw people. Them storm roof would never made it in here. Would have never made it in here. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna drop that. Jezebel wasn't no different. She caught it too. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the book of 1 Samuel 16:4. We're gonna stay, we still on the same thing. Because we got all the way from the Lord all the way down to Christ, Peter, you know what I'm saying, King David, you know what I'm saying, Mattathias. I jumped a little ahead with my Mattathias, but that was important to hear about that Sabbath day, and people didn't fight, and they just laid down and died. Cowards. Anybody got that?
What was it?
Yeah, go ahead.
1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 4.
Go ahead.
And Samuel did that which the Lord spake, and came to Bethlehem, and the elders of the town, and the elders,
He did what?
And the elders,
He did what?
Came to Bethlehem.
And
the elders of the town.
Hold on. He did what? When you hear the teacher or the speaker on the podium say a phrase, look for that phrase and then continue from there. That's vital. When we battle, he's trying to make a point. You need to come off right there. All right?
And Samuel did that which the Lord spake.
He did what the Lord said to do. Keep going.
And came to Bethlehem. And the elders of the town trembled.
What did they do?
They trembled.
They trembled. What? Just because he came to Bethlehem, all he did was come through. You know what I'm saying? And you'll find that anytime a prophet of the Lord came into town, everybody was scared. Then hold up, listen, put that up. Put that up. Now, get that out of here. Did you do your homework? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, Salak, so you got something?
Lucky, whenever I get a call and I see Captain Mashak on there, I'm like, what I do?
Right.
I'm trying to think, like, hey, did I do something?
Man, the Lord is on the
I'm
phone.
thinking, right?
You know what I'm saying? Did you see that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You on the phone like that. Can you see it? You know what I'm saying?
And the whole time he just be like, "Hey, I like what you did. You know, keep doing that."
Right.
You know, yeah, that's really what it was.
You start checklisting though, like that. Damn, he did tell me. No, I did that. What else? Damn. You get nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what did I do? And that's a good feeling to have. It means you obeyed and feared the Lord. You see what I'm saying? For you to be like that, you didn't even do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you're like, damn, the Lord is calling. Oh my God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. The Lord is calling. You know what I'm saying? What did I do now? Like, dang, you damn near perfect, but you know, it's good to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Always keep that. You know, when you start sitting back and getting arrogant, like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, all right. That's when that check is gonna come.
That's right.
Like, brother, you have to pay taxes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, but so read that from the top one more time. We're gonna finish with that.
1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 4. And Samuel did that which the Lord spake, and came to Bethlehem. And the elders of the town trembled at his coming.
Right? That's for all the prophets. We can go down the line. You know what I'm saying? They hated when the prophets came to town because you might be unalive today. It might be your day. You know what I'm saying? What did I do? Give me the book of Matthew 11 and 2. Few more. Go ahead if you got it.
Matthew 11 and 2. Now, when John had heard in the prison the works of Christ, he sent 2 of his disciples. And
notice it said Christ, he said that he heard the works of Christ. So Christ is in the world. Christ is here. And it said John sent his disciples. Why does John have disciples? Can anybody answer that question for me? Why does John have disciples? Christ is there. So you know Christ rode with who?
His disciples.
And John said he sent his disciples. What would that tell you about John?
That he didn't follow Christ.
He didn't follow Christ. You know what I'm saying? John the Baptist was not in the truth. Listen to all these fake Israelite groups, they're going to say, oh, he was in the truth. Why? Because they're not following Christ. They're not in the I.S.U.P.K. But we can have the truth too. And John the Baptist was not in the truth. Keep going.
And said unto him, art thou he that should come, or do we look for another?
What's crazy is he prophesied about him his whole life. And he's here. And you got to ask? You got to ask? Go ahead. We got to wrap it up for time.
And he saw the dove come down, and the Most High spoke. Yeah.
Saw the miracle. I could, sir.
What's more heavy is that John the Baptist was Christ's cousin. So you know, if they cousins, they hang around each other.
Right.
They live up the street. You know what I'm saying? They over each other's house. They celebrate the high holy days together. He knew exactly who Christ was. Christ was battling the high priest when he was 12 years old.
Right.
John the Baptist knew exactly who Christ was. It's like it.
Keep going.
Jesus answered and said unto them, go to shew John again those things which ye do hear and see. The blind receive their sight, and the lame walk. The lepers were cleansed, and the deaf hear.
Right. So he basically telling him, go back and tell John about these miracles.
Right.
These dimes I'm dropping. You know what I'm saying? Go and show him this 360 dunk that I just did. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Over a 7-foot bound from a heathen. You know what I'm saying? Go and show him all the miracles that's being performed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He want to act dumb. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, go back and tell him. Go ahead, keep going.
dead are raised up, and the poor have gospel preached to them. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. 7. And as they departed, Jesus began to say to the multitudes concerning John.
I can't let that skip though. But blessed is he that is not ashamed, saying in Christ. But once again, our families, this, that, and the third, they don't understand what we doing. You stay strong and you fight, and don't be a coward and don't be soft. You know what I'm saying? And you might have to be the one that makes sure your family isn't unalive.
Right.
But the Lord not wanting for you to grieve. He has saved, spared them, sanctified, spared them. It's for you doing what the Lord said. Don't stammer. You know what I'm saying? Don't stumble. You know what I'm saying? Don't be ashamed of Christ. Go ahead. Keep going from where you was at.
What went ye out into the wilderness to see?
Where did you go? Because see, the people were sitting there talking about, hold up. Did these two dudes just come? All this that you doing, and they gonna come ask you, is you Christ?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the people was like, you gonna let them just disrespect you like that, Christ? So Christ was like, hold on. Basically, these is John the Baptist men. You know what I'm saying? These John the Baptist men. What did you think when you went out in the wilderness to see him before I came? You know what I'm saying? Who do you think he was? He going.
A reed shaken with the wind.
You thought he just slipped a little breeze could just shake him like a reed, a tree? You know, keep going.
But what went ye out for to see?
What y'all go to see? Keep going.
A man clothed in soft.
What you went to go see the pastor dressed in that suit? Keep going.
Remnant
in clothing.
Behold, they that wear soft clothing are in kings' houses.
Right? Beware them that wear them suits and be all amongst the politicians and the men who rule the world. Beware them. Keep going.
But what went ye say unto you? Oh, Salaki. But what went ye out for to see? A prophet? Yeah.
Yeah. You went to see a prophet. Keep going.
I say unto you, and more than a prophet.
He was more than a prophet. Keep going.
For this is he of whom it is written, behold, I send my messenger before thy face.
So it was written, saying about Christ coming, and he prophesied. Keep going.
Which shall prepare thy way before thee.
He prepared all of them for Christ's coming. Keep going.
Verily I say unto you, amongst them that are born of women,
that's everybody,
that have not risen a greater than John the Baptist.
Is that a what?
Risen a greater.
There's not risen a greater. Keep going.
Than John the Baptist.
There is no prophet greater than John the Baptist. Right? You know why? Why is there no greater prophet, is Christ saying, than John the Baptist? Anybody know? I can't get my computer down. My phone died. Anybody online, anything? Why did Christ call John the Baptist the greatest prophet? Nobody know? You got it?
Not because he was Elijah before?
No. For time's sake, we ain't got that much time. He had a greater following than any prophet. You read through the scriptures, saying prophets didn't have a lot of the whole congregations and all that. John the Baptist had a monster following. He had disciples, everything. You see what I'm saying? So Christ is saying it was nothing greater. Keep going.
Notwithstanding, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he.
And even though he was the greatest prophet, he'll be the least in the kingdom. You know why? We said it earlier. The first thing we said about him. He did not follow Christ. Give her a hand. That was heavy to even pay attention to that part right there. That was the reason why he would be least, even though he was the greatest. You know what I'm saying? He followed the man that the Lord sent. All y'all in all these Israelite groups, but the I.S.U.P.K is the original school. Your leaders a break off of a break off. So I'm trying to cap this off. I'm gonna have to skip a couple things. Give me 1 Corinthians 11:3. I can't see the time. Like I said, you got 56 comments. You gotta move quick. 1 Corinthians 11:3. We on the podium. It's a battle going on. Come on, all black. Y'all the swords. You ain't got to pass in the mic. You can get it too.
1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ. You should be following what Christ said. You should follow. Don't be John the Baptist. Follow what Christ said. Keep going.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Say it again.
And the head of the woman is the man.
A couple of them listening don't understand. Say it one more time.
And the head of the woman is the man.
That's how it should be in the household. Keep going.
And the head of Christ is God.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You need that in the household. You know what I'm saying? You need tell you like this. I said it before. I got it on Facebook. I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? One of the Ottomans said it in the school. You know what I'm saying? A broke man in the house is more valuable than a house with no man in it at all. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because he's the head. You see what I'm saying? Manager Yahanna said, we don't need a black man in the White House. We need a black man in every black house. Why? Because he's the head. Get me the book of Mark 3:17. Mark 3:17. Read it when you got it. We on time. We on time right now.
Mark 3:17. And James, the son of Zebedee, and John, the brother of James.
Okay.
And he surnamed them.
Oh, I said 17. My bad. 27. Salaki.
Mark 3:27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man.
Can't nobody call up your wife and say, we got this great deal for you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, guess what? It's been a security thing on your bank account. We need to certify, verify everything. We need your information now. That will never fly with the man in the house.
Right.
They're calling, looking for women. You know what I'm saying? Your son is supposed to be like your father. He's watching the father. We got sons growing up being soft as possible because there's no man in the house. You know what I'm saying? We got women, young girls out here today at the red light twerking on the headlights and think it's cute. I hate when I hear that. So you hear. When you hear that, you know that there's no shame over there. I can't do it. Y'all know how to do it? That's a chick question. That's a chick question right there. When you hear that, you know this. He turned. He gonna be in preschool like you one of them. You know what I'm saying? You one of them. You know what I'm saying? But even so, there's no man in the house more than likely to be women out there acting like that. Young women. You know what I'm saying? Because if there was, they would have a vision of their father. You ever notice when there's an authority around, or you subject yourself to some head, some authority, that whenever you're doing something wrong, poof, they pop in your head.
Right.
They ain't even there. You're like, is this nigga watching me? You know what I'm saying? You always feel like somebody's watching.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, you can tell that they're acting like that because of that. The son is acting crazy and unmasculine and doing all types of wild stuff because there's no father to show him how to not be emotional. You know what I'm saying? Men, we handle things emotionally. Like we're not driven to do things off of emotion. And you'll find if men do, it's because they didn't have a father to show them. You know what I'm saying? Not to be. They were raised by more like a mother. You know what I'm saying? And a single mother, which most of us in black neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, suffer from, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? If I could get give me the book of 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. Running down. You know what I'm saying? And one of the ways that they making sure that there ain't no black men in the household, you got your child support. You see what I'm saying? That's them turning our women against us. They're calling our enemy against us. They're binding you by making sure that you can't even take care of you what you need to. You end up going to jail because they're binding you with financially, child support, welfare. They tell our women, oh, you can't have a man in the house. If you get up, I help you out, but you got to kick the man out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you know, making the woman the breadwinner in the house. Man, she talking about I don't need a man. You see what I'm saying? That's binding the strong man. In many ways that our families fall because of that. I could go ahead.
Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God?
Right, man. And the unrighteous. A lot of things you're gonna do unrighteous if you ain't got that father in the house. Go ahead.
Be not deceived, neither fornicators,
Fornication. That's unlawful sex.
neither idlers,
Fornication is not a man sleeping with a woman out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? Because sex is marriage. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
nor adulterers,
Adulterers. That's a woman sleeping with a man other than her husband. That's a man sleeping with another man's wife. He can have another. You sleep with two single women, those are both his wives. Adultery is you sleeping with someone who is married. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
nor effeminate,
No, what?
nor effeminate,
Soft? So you mean to tell me not only can you not be LGBTQ, but you can't be what?
soft,
Keep going. Just keep going. Yeah, that's exactly what it was right here.
nor abusers of themselves with mankind,
That sounds like LGBTQ. You mean keep going.
nor thieves, nor covetous,
Covetous. You want something that somebody else has. Keep going.
nor drunkard,
No drunkard. You can't overly do it when it comes to drinking. This is it. Keep going. What you got?
nor extortioners,
Extortionate. That's let's say you borrow some money from me, you know what I'm saying? But that's extortion too. But you got something hanging over me that you know was something, and you get money from me. Let's say you extort me, or you got you can destroy, like the mob used to do it all the time. They'd say, oh, we got protection for you, we'll protect your store if you pay us. But meanwhile, they're the ones who are going to destroy your store. Keep going.
shall inherit the kingdom of God.
They shall not inherit the kingdom of God. You can't be soft and inherit the kingdom of God. Yeah, I'm running down. I got three more. Exodus 20 and 13. My next three are in Exodus.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 13. Thou shalt not kill.
Thou shalt not kill. And how do you do the Christ taught us off the break how not to do it. If you hating a man already, and he, you know, saying for no reason, you already guilty of the crime. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why it's so much killing is there's no man in the house.
Right.
And they're growing up soft and emotional. You know, everybody acts like anger isn't being angry is a cool thing. You let your anger go and you beat somebody up. No, you're soft. That means you can't fight an emotion. Nobody say that when you cry. When you cry, I'm like, oh. You know what I'm saying? But being angry is the same thing. It's an emotion. You can't fight. You can't hold. You know how to hold your emotions.
Right.
That's soft. And thou shalt not kill is a law that the Lord brought. You see what I'm saying? You cannot kill. And the reason they doing this because no father in the house showed them not how to be emotional. You see what I'm saying? Salaki. Oh, Salaki. Yeah, I meant to expound on that. And there is such thing as a just kill. You see what I'm saying? Kill in this sense means murder, unlawfully. You see what I'm saying? You cannot unlawfully kill nobody. And that's happening a lot in our community because of emotional people. You know what I'm saying? It goes for women too. You know what I'm saying? Give me the book of go up to verse 17.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife.
We just talking about that. You know what I'm saying? You coveting other people's things and his wife. Look at all the R&B that we listen to today. You see what I'm saying? All it talks about is coveting somebody else's wife. You see what I'm saying? Like with the man in the house, you would learn like, man, I'm gonna go get my own woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You watching your father, you want your own woman. You would learn how to stay with a woman. You know what I'm saying? You want a woman who left the man for you? What's she gonna do to you?
Right.
You're not paying attention. She was talking about him with you the whole time. What you think she gonna do with the next dude? She gonna talk about you. You know what I'm saying? Don't covet another man's anything. He going his house, everything he has, he going.
Nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Right. Don't covet anything your neighbor has. You see what I'm saying? But like really talking about that, I wanted to stay on that wife thing. Like that is nasty to want to run behind another dude. You know what I'm saying? If a father in the house, you would cherish having your own. You know what I'm saying? Exodus 22 and 16, and we're gonna wrap it up on this one. Yeah, and
Exodus,
something else that you would learn from having a man in the house. Keep going.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid,
hold on. If a man do what?
Entice a maid.
Spit game. Keep going.
Man entice a maid.
Well, what the youngest used to say, Raz, he got the Raz. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that one either, but that's what they were saying. You know what I'm saying? He got the spit, he got that Raz. You know, in other words, swag. You know what I'm saying? He put that swag on a woman. You know what I'm saying? Right. All this, that, and the third. If a man knows how to entice a woman, you see what I'm saying? This is the whole thing. The Bible speaks of normal things that we do in the black community. I read a book one time called The Game, and it was a book on how to get women and, you know, approaches and this, that, and the third. And I'm thinking to myself, like, who doesn't know this? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Everything that was in me. School shoot. Good night. Good night. Yeah, they don't know that. Yeah. School shooters don't know that. You know what I'm saying? You know, good night. I would say the passport brothers, they don't know that. You
right.
know what I'm saying? They want a damn near slave that they're gonna pay for. Instead of spitting game, enticing a woman right here next to you in your city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Plenty of. You know what I mean? But the Bible speaks of normal things that we supposed to learn from our father, from, you know, the head of the household. You got a man in the house, you watching him every day going at your mother. And you don't have a problem with it, but you like, don't leave my mother alone. Well, because he got her. She wrapped around fingers. You know what I'm saying? He can do anything. I can't believe you're doing this to my mother in front of me. You know, but he can do that because he's your head. You know what I'm saying? He's her head, and he's showing you how to treat your wife. You see what I'm saying? Right. You see them argue. You see them make up. You see what I'm saying? You see them stay together after years and years. And this right here is what you need, because marriage, keep on.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Right, because sex is marriage. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Marriage is about forgiving over and over again. Y'all not going to have the best day every day. You listen, you're going to have things. Forgive, move on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a lot of life to live. You're going to have more times that you like each other more than you don't like each other. And you'll find that for real. It said, what? If he lie with her, he shall endow her because sex is marriage. Just you ever notice how good things are after you make up? Had that makeup. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because sex is marriage. That's how y'all bonded in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can find me a couple that seems remotely happy. I guarantee you they got a good sex life. You know what I'm saying? Good sex life. That's, you know, sex is marriage.
Right.
It is exactly what it says. You know what I'm saying? But whole time, it's the head of the household, keeping everything in order from the
Right.
wife to the son to the daughter. You know what I'm saying? And they not binding him. You know what I'm saying? And with the whole, you know, the whole gist of it all today, from the Lord all the way down to Christ, to King David, to Mattathias, to the rules, the laws, that's in the third. Keep that, but for today, keep that black man in the house. You know what I'm saying? And we able to save the masculinity in our culture. That masculinity in our culture binds us together. You know what I'm saying? Keeps everything together. And when we're doing what we have to do, especially, you know, mainly by the Lord, we'll be able to have this kingdom. You know what I'm saying? The whole aim is to get the kingdom. We can't do that if our household is torn apart. And you can't have a household, black man, Latino man, Native American man, if you're soft. With that, I pass the class to Officer of Quasha. And that, yeah, I pass the class to Officer of Quasha. All right.
Security announcements. We're the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find this in Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you get to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation is Memorial of the Blowing of Trumpets, which is the first day of the 7th month, September 21st through September 21st, 2025. You find us Leviticus 23, 24 through 25. We also have cookouts coming up. Is going to be the next one is going to be in Cali, and then after that is going to be in Houston, right? Remind Akim and Aquathim to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headbands, and scarf. With that, I say I imagine, which means to stand. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. In the visual, I'm Adam Shabbat. I imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah. Yajimatah. Sorry, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Sisters, I imagine, which means to stand. In the visual, I'm Adam Shabbat. I imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shema Thun Bashem Yahushua. Yajimatah. Class dismissed.